Kristen, what does living a life by design mean in practice?
Sometimes we let other people write the story. That life by design is, do you want to write it or do you want someone else to write it?
Give me an example when somebody else is writing your story.
You think about agents who came up through the family real estate business. They're doing it because they were expected to. It was the family business.
Got it.
Someone else is writing the story.
You mentioned first year you sold 70 properties.
In my first full year, yes.
How did you do that? Sometimes people also give up. They go to a different career. I came from a different career to real estate. What differentiates a high performing realtor from an average one?
The difference between a high performing and an average performing is, no, we're not car salesmen.
And how do you lead your team through market change? Well, let's get started. Thank you so much, Kristen, to be in my show. It's called Mindfulness with Manish.
I love it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So to introduce Kristen a little bit, Kristen is someone who loves and breathes transformation, not just real estate, but also people's life. Kristen is a powerhouse realtor, seasoned real estate coach, as well as an operating principal of Keller Williams Bold Realty, with over 30 years of experience in customer service and leadership. She helped countless clients as well as agents to find their dream homes, and helped just as many agents break through their limiting briefs and build careers by design, not by default. As a certified MAPS coach, Kristen combines mindset, strategy, as well as straight up honesty to empower others to reach their next level in business and in their lives. In today's conversation, we will go beyond listing and closing. We explore what it really takes to succeed, how to stay grounded in high pressure environments, and the mindset shift that unlock lasting fulfillment. Kristen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to like you are here, and we're going to talk all of the things that you have done in your life and the achievements that you have done. So with all the background that I just mentioned, is there anything that you want to introduce yourself in your own words?
No, you covered it pretty well, and really it's just my passion for people. It's my passion for growth, my passion for people. Watching people break through their limiting beliefs is why I do what I do, and I get to do it at lots of different levels within the Keller Williams network. So I'm super grateful for that.
Awesome. What's one piece of advice you would give to your younger self?
I was thinking about that, and it's so interesting because I think when I think back to my younger self, you have lots of adults in your world who say this will happen and wait till you're turned 40 and you won't be able to eat everything you want, and all of this advice coming from everywhere. And yet I really ran through my younger years embracing all things, and I didn't have a lot of fears. I just ran with it. So I don't know that, I think the advice would be just keep doing it, just run with it, right? When I look back at my younger self, and it's sort of created who I am today, and I'm grateful for it because the travel experiences, I moved to Florida when I was young, when I was 21, 22 years old, and took a leap of faith, and just those consistent sort of leaps and trust falls, if you will, that I took as a kid, it created my world. So looking back, that advice is just go with it. Embrace the opportunity. Say yes to the opportunity.
Did you say yes to the opportunity during that time? I think yes, right? That's why you are here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I said yes quite a bit. I did a year of yes with Keller Williams. That's how I got my OP job. And I just had decided that was going to be the year of yes. And while I say no to quite a bit for boundary purposes, that year of yes opened doors.
Okay.
And I was much like that as a child as well.
Okay. Sounds good. What do you want your legacy to be beyond real estate?
Yeah, that's a great one too. So aside of the normal things that everybody desires to have, wealth for their family, things like that, the true legacy I'd like to leave behind is the fact that I live as no is not an option, that I worked hard, so much so to make differences in people's lives, that there's never a solution that can't be found. I'm not a negative person, so I don't live in the negative, and my son knows that. So that legacy of, staying positive, choosing happiness over all things, not controlling everything, and learning to live in the moments, that's all part of the legacy that I live today and that I'll leave behind for sure.
Got it. One other thing which I was thinking was like in the legacy thing, some people leave, about the standard like wealth and everything. Some people leave books, videos for people to watch, generations to come. Any of that thing happened to you, like books or videos?
No, it's funny because my stepkids, my husband's grown children, two of them, they have often said, "Hey, we should record Dad," and we all chuckle at it. And I sort of have started thinking, like, how fun would that be if they did? We're in such a technology age right now. How fun would it be if they recorded the stories that he tells and things of that nature? And no one ever did that for me.
He's a good storyteller.
And yeah, he just has life experience, right? So crazy things happen, and it would be a cool opportunity for the kids to see and start just recording snippets.
Yeah, I think that's what I started doing it for my mom. She's 59, so I started recording videos and motivating her to write a book.
Oh, I love that. It's so great.
There's a lot of companies out there which, like, if you don't have time, they help you to.
You can just do it, right? I just saw an ad for one recently, like your memoirs.
Now we are talking, you will see some ads.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks. Okay, I'll start writing my memoirs.
Yeah. So, what has been your proudest moment personally and professionally?
Oh, that's a tough one. Proudest moment. All the moments. I think professionally, for sure, it's becoming a bold coach. And I wouldn't have been able to know the magnitude of that without living the experiences that I've lived. So I don't know if the first day I became a bold coach officially and passed all the auditions and passed all the things, I don't know if I would have said that was a proud moment. It was a great moment because it was grueling and resilient. I had to be resilient and grit and all of the things. However, fast forward all these years later, like I absolutely know it's my proudest accomplishment on the business side. Wealth can come and go, and yet the fact that I get to be invited into rooms and into people's lives to help them change and grow and be their best self is something I'll never take for granted. So from a business perspective, for sure that. And I would have to say, I guess, it sounds a bit cliche, and yet on the personal side, the birth of my son. Whew. Yeah. He almost wasn't here. And, as a woman, we make choices. And I was young. Well, not too young. I was 28, 27, I think, when I got pregnant. And yet it wasn't in the plan. And his dad and I were just dating at the time. And, it was really one of those decisions. Like, I believe in pro-choice. Like, you do you. Like, I have zero judgment around keeping a baby, not keeping a baby, all of the things, like whatever your circumstance is. And we had made a choice to go a different direction. And on the morning of that different direction, his dad said to me, like, I don't think we should do this. And I said, what? He said, yeah, I don't want you to hate me. I don't want you to resent me. Like, let's just do this together. And it was life-changing, obviously. Like, I look at my son, who has a very decorated career in the military right now. He's 23. He's done so much, and he's such a great leader, and he's so tenacious, and I see so much of myself in him that, like, how awesome. And you don't know how it's going to work out. And it's okay if you don't have a plan. Like, we didn't have a plan. There's never enough money in the bank for this or that or the other, and yet he turned out great. He's going to have a baby now in October.
Wow.
And it's one of those defining moments where his dad and I aren't together anymore, and yet we're great friends. And my husband's been in Evan's life since he was 3. And I look at that and go, that could have gone drastically different. And yet every moment and every decision, every choice, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. It's turned out fabulous. And that is a huge one.
You need a tissue?
Oh, yeah, probably.
You have one?
Yeah, I have one here.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, seeing your child and kid growing up and seeing yourself in him or her, that's the proudest moment
Yeah.
for the parents. I see that in my parents also. I don't have kids, but yeah, you are right in terms of like parents to kids relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So have you ever made a mistake that turned out to be your greatest teacher?
Yeah, there you go. I kind of just explained one, didn't I? So, I think again, business wise, every mistake can turn into opportunity. We were affected by a Ponzi scheme and lost $5 million overnight. And, were mistakes made. We put investments into, lots of money into a fund of someone that we trusted, and it ended up being completely fake. And while losing $5 million is not a great lesson, what came out of it was, you're not attached to things the same way anymore. You love experiences better. And my husband became a totally different human being for the better. And, now is much more servant heart oriented instead of thing and materialism. And, money never really defined me as human. Like, I loved living with it. Like, it's great. I got to fly private planes and all the things. And so when all of that was gone, like, I reminded my husband, it didn't take our brain.
Yeah.
Like, they took all our money, and yet we're still here, and we can still build business and do great things and, affect change in the world. And that it was a lesson that has stayed with me.
So $5 million just gone. Like, what exactly happened?
Overnight. So a Ponzi scheme essentially is they had it all invested in Forex. And then the Ponzi scheme is you think you get these statements thinking that you have all this money in the bank. And what is really happening is they're bringing in other people, like I'm in the fund, and they bring you in and they go, oh, we're going to pay out all these money out every month, and they're using my money to pay you. And so when the money dries up,
they don't have money to pay out.
You don't have money to pay out, and then you call up and say, hey, I want my money out of the account, and it's not there because they spent it all.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a very tangled web.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of scams and fraud out there, which keeps on like, I also get like scam calls.
Yeah.
Or if you send money here, you should be entitled to like paying taxes. You
exactly.
Should pay tax, or get a text, there's a FedEx coming on your way. Click on this link.
Yeah, click this. Don't do it. Like, don't click on anything.
Yeah. So if someone listening feels stuck in their career or life, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I would say just reconnect with your why. What got you here? Where did the choices come from? What if it's real estate? What got you into real estate? What made you decide to be in real estate? And find the passion, connect with the why, and give yourself grace if you need a break.
Yeah. So asking the why, the initial why. Why did you start this career, right?
And sometimes it is about the money. Like, I got into real estate so I can make a lot of money, and I'm not making a lot of money. Okay, is there anything else? Yeah. Like, do we love being servant leaders? Do we love finding solutions for people? Do we love negotiating contracts? Like, think of all of the things that real estate brings, and sometimes we're just not connected. And a lot of times people I find who have children will think that the kids have to be their why. And that's not true. Like, your why doesn't have to be your kids.
Yeah.
A lot of times it is. And yet my why is not my son. Like, I don't do this because of him or for him. I know he'll reap the benefit of a successful career, which is great. However, I do it because I get to transform lives and be part of journeys. Yeah. And that fuels me. And whys can change.
Right.
So if someone is stuck, in their original why, maybe they weren't that connected to it.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't drive them, and that passion wasn't there to fuel them to do the hard things. So it's okay to rewrite your why.
Right.
Like, find the passion, find the reason.
One thing you mentioned is like servant leader relationship. That is very important to be a leader. I am a tech professional, also a product manager. That is something which I learned later in my career. Like, when you are managing a team of people, being a servant leader is very important.
Yeah.
On the other side, the flip side is like you are a dictator kind of thing. Like, whatever you are saying, okay, you expect people should agree to that. That is very bad leadership. And then I was doing that initial my careers when I was 28, 27. Now I read a lot of books. What is servant leadership, and that's how people respect you.
Yeah.
Right. That's the way to lead. That's how the big leaders, like president, prime ministers, lead the world. You have to agree to everyone. Whatever you say, you make sure people like there's
Yeah,
a
they buy into it.
Yeah, they provide feedback. They are buy into it. So that's one of the key things, which is really important, I think.
Yeah, from a collaborative approach, right? How
Yeah.
can we do it together?
Yes.
You'll see it in the room when I coach. Gary Keller spent all this time writing this content, and he didn't write it from a perspective of, hey, Gary's way is the best way. He wrote it out of, these are best practices out of the research, the umpteen hours and days and years of research and experiences that he's had. And these are best practices. So here's an example. It doesn't mean my way is the best way or your way is the best way. It's a collaborative approach. And it's so important when you get the buy-in from everybody else.
Right. It's difficult to do that, but sometimes you have to proceed further with like majority of the people, but you can't impress like everyone.
Can't be everything to everybody.
Yeah, that is true. So what's the best piece of advice you have ever received?
Two things. The best piece of advice that I've ever received. Two things. No is not an option. So that hangs in our foyer in our house. There's a big sign that says no is not an option because there's always a solution. We can always make it a yes somehow. And Mel Robbins, let them. So I hang on to her let them theory often because we can't control everyone. And if someone doesn't like me, I'm going to let them not like me. That's fine. If someone doesn't want to do business with me or doesn't want to list their home with me, I'm going to let them. That's okay. I'm not going to take it personally.
Okay.
I'm going to let them be them.
So
and
the
I'm
term
going to
is let them.
continue being me.
Okay.
Yeah. If someone doesn't want to come to my event, cool.
Okay.
Let them not come. So sort of that let them and let go. If you just
let go, yeah.
Yeah, if you just let them be them, and I will spend time focusing on the things that are important to me.
Yeah, that is true.
It's super freeing.
Yeah. What does living a life by design mean in practice?
Living a life by design. So literally doing what you want with whomever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. And your life by design will be different than my life by design.
Every life is different and written by you.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And if you think about, you get to write your own story. And who have you given the pen to? Sometimes we let other people write the story. And yet, that life by design is, do you want to write it or do you want someone else to write it?
Give me an example when somebody else is writing your story.
So I see it a lot in, let's talk real estate for a second. So if you think about agents who came up through the family real estate business.
Yeah.
Parents were the realtors, owned the brokerage. Now the kids are moving up into it. That was just the path they were, any family business. That's just the path they were destined to go. And agent gets in, mom's name on the doors, and they hate it. And yet they're doing it because they were expected to. It was the family business.
Got it.
Someone else is writing the story. Someone else has the pen of that person's life. And instead, can we take our power back? Your power is your power, essentially. And can we take it back and write our own story?
Yes.
And what does that look like? And maybe it's different.
Yeah. I think that's a great word. Like I come from India. So over there we have things have changed now. But I was born in 89.
Okay.
During that time, there was only two professions, engineer or doctor.
That's all you could be.
So my mom and dad are great. They never push me like you have to become either or. So I pushed myself to follow a profession which my friends are following. I didn't hear my inner self during that time when there was a choice to choose a career.
That's a huge aha.
So I was like, okay, let's become what my friend is becoming, let's become an engineer.
Yeah, sounds so fun.
And then after in the engineering career, I realized, this is not fun. This is not something which. Then I started realizing, okay, what more motivates me basically. So I gave exams for like I want to be in army, I want to be Air Force and things like that. Yeah, I have a spec, so the Air Force didn't work out because your eyes should be 6x6. So I just came to US and just started, working on myself. So yeah, things change as you grow older.
Yeah.
But that's funny, some people have the pen they write their own career, and some people give their pen to someone else to write
and it's
their
okay
career.
to take it back.
Yeah, that is true.
It's okay if someone else has written it and one day you wake up and decide to take it back. Like,
Yeah.
that's okay too.
True. What would you tell someone who feels like they are constantly chasing the next goal but never feeling fulfilled?
Yeah, so that's the keeping up with the Joneses theory, right? So from a coaching perspective, if I sat down with that agent, I would uncover the gap. I would essentially ask lots of questions to find out what's really important to them. What are they chasing? They may say wealth, and yet we've had all the wealth and we're still not happy. So there's a deeper motivation. There's a deeper thing that they're not connecting with potentially, because you can have all the things and still not be happy.
Yeah.
And maybe it's relationships, maybe it's guilt from, childhood or previous marriages or whatever the issue is. And yet uncovering that awareness is transformational.
Yeah.
And if that's really a cycle that keeps happening to someone, then it's time to look for different things. It's truly where MAPS coaching can come into play with the transformational coaching side, because you uncover a lot of that and get to work through it and deal with it. And then that kind of healing can flow over into success.
Got it. Yeah, I think that's a great one. What do you believe we all need to unlearn to live fully?
What we all need to unlearn to live fully. Divisiveness.
Okay.
So think about our world, where we are, and go back to 3 years old. So you're 3 years old and you're on a playground. You're going up to all the other kids on the playground. Hey, do you want to ride the slide with me? No. Okay. Next kid, do you want to ride the slide with me? Sure. You want to swing on the swing? Sure. Everybody's friends with everybody. Doesn't matter the color of your skin, where you came from. Like, you're just 3 years old playing on the playground. And yet somehow we get to be 30 years old and 40 years old and 50 years old and 60 years old. And over time and over experiences, people have become divisive. And now the skin color matters, where religion matters, where you come from matters, male or female matters. And it hurts my heart when it's used against people.
Yeah.
And if everyone could unlearn how to use people against each other, it's divisive. And imagine how different our world would be if people didn't think like that. Who am I stepping on to get to the next rung? Who am I backstabbing? What does divisive look like? And it's cultural, it's gender related. I mean, all the things, and divisiveness is at the root of a lot of things.
Yeah.
And if everybody could unlearn it and stop doing it, we might have a different community.
World, yeah. It's kind of difficult. It's like better said than done.
Oh yeah.
Easier said
Much
than,
easier said than done.
Yeah, you are right. When we are kids, we are different than how we grow up and then where we are. Some people don't care about that, but yeah, you are right. Generally, people care about skin color and where you come from and things like that. But it's difficult to change the world.
Yeah, 100%. And quite frankly, if we just work on ourselves and we change it one person at a time, eventually, yeah.
What are you most excited about in this next chapter of your journey?
Oh, I'm very excited to be a Mimi in October. So, I won't be a grandma. I'll be a Mimi. So my son and his girlfriend are having their babies.
You're calling Mimi?
Yeah, I'll be called Mimi. My husband likes to say, oh, you're going to be a grandma. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not going to be a grandma. I will be a Mimi. So I'm super excited about that. And,
congratulations.
So thank you. I'm actually so excited thinking, when can I bring the baby to Bold?
Bold.
Like, can I put him on a plane with me and take him for a while? So I'm super excited about that from a family perspective. And then, just more lives I get to touch in the Bold room. So
nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I think the Bold overall is so effective and so efficient. I really love it. I felt it from the day I joined, the first day.
I'm so glad.
And I didn't join it like the first day. I joined after that. Yeah. So, these were my questions actually. And to be honest, I learned a lot from these conversations. These were great questions and thanks for answering them.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure.
I hope you like it. And before we close the conversation, anything else, last piece of advice or anything you want to give to the audience?
No, I'm so grateful, and thank you for offering me the opportunity. I think it's super cool that, one, you're going out on the limb, right? You're doing the things, you're starting this new chapter in your career, and you're excited about it. And so that's it. When we can be excited about change can be scary, and yet look how great it can be.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things that drives me and keeps me motivated, that change is okay. And we're going to make the best of every moment and just live in the moment.
Yeah, that is true. And the change is always great, that gives you motivation and something unknown, that there's a lot of unknown opportunities out there.
Yeah.
That gives you excitement. Okay.
Yeah.
You have been like doing whatever you're doing. Maybe you are bored, or maybe you are exploring something more. The new thing which I try, it can be podcast or yoga, or it can be real estate, is because of the unknown.
Yeah.
And the excitement.
You get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
When we can get comfortable being uncomfortable, like doors open.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Sounds good, Kristen.
Thanks, my friend.
Yeah, it was great chatting with you, and
Yeah.
thanks for coming in my show.
Appreciate it.
We'll have
for
another
having me.
conversation with you whenever next time
Sounds great.
on a different topic. But I think today we are good. Thank you so
Amazing.
much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.